Hey guys, so Liam Payne. Hey guys, so this is the next tutorial. It's season 2 of Supernatural, which I will put right here. And as you can see, it's very it's flame and black. So I took a lot of coppers and golds and some reds, and it's very murky and not very clear, which I think kind of suits it. So thank you for the patience. I know that mostly it's been Disney or like other little things going on, and I haven't done a Supernatural one in a while, but now we're back, so all is well in the world. Yeah. We're just gonna get right into it. Let's go.
So as always, you want to start off with a primer. I'm applying Stay Don't Stray from Benefit all over my lid, along my lower lash line, and to the very inner part of my eye, so that way there is full and total security for the eyeshadows we'll be applying throughout this video. Once that's been blended in, I took Crave from the Naked Basics palette and I applied it just to that little fold in my crease, and I applied it into an angled cat-like shape just so we can start to get that going, but don't worry too much about that. And just worry more about the opaqueness of the eyeshadow. Make sure that it's very, very dark and black, so that way there's a wonderful gradation. Then taking Oro Pearl from NYX and a blending brush, I filled in the rest of that little lid space that I had left and smudged the two colors together to make a murky brown color. And then I continued to add the color up and up into my crease, so that way you can see more of the orange payoff. Taking the gold half of Spell from the Oz Great and Powerful Elphaba palette, I used it as my highlight for the underbrow bone and to the inner corner of my eye as well. So as you'll see, I'm sweeping it completely underneath my brow, and I'm taking it to the very inner corner of my eye and connecting both parts together just so that there is a full circle of gold. I liked the way that it looked. If you're not comfortable with it, obviously opt it out, but you know. And then I took the eyeshadow tattoo from Maybelline in Pomegranate Punk, and I applied it to my lower lash line as the base for the red eyeshadow that we'll be applying. And I swept it back and connected it to the rest of the eyeshadows because I just wanted it to flow more evenly, I guess you could say. Then I just took my ring finger and I smudged it along just to make it a little more grungy. Then taking Arabian Sunset from the Jasmine palette and an angle brush, I set the Pomegranate Punk just so it would get more of a murky red as opposed to like a pinky purple color. Then taking my new favorite gel liner from L'Oreal in Blackest Black, I just did a simple winged liner. I also took it all the way to the inner part of my eye because you want this to be a very dark look. So you can make it as dramatic as you want. I kind of went for medium, but you can obviously make it huge and like a giant wingspan of a plane, whatever floats your boat. Next, I took Stila Smudge Stick in Stingray and I tight lined my waterline. So my lower waterline all the way into the inner tear duct, and I also did the upper waterline. If you're squeamish, look away. Then I just curled my lashes and applied some mascara. Please excuse the disgustingness of my eyelash curler. I'm getting a new one soon, hopefully. For the mascara, just make sure that it's very thick, voluminous coat, just because it would just make this look more dramatic. Then I took my favorite brow pencil from L'Oreal and I filled in my brows, kind of also just lightly shaping them so I can get the general shape that I want. I didn't want it to be too like pencil looking. I just wanted to make sure that I had the shape that I wanted, so that's what I'm doing here, and extending out the tail end of my brow and just defining them really well. Then I went back in with Crave and an angled brush and I filled in my brows a little bit more just to make them more dark and defined, and that's why I didn't put so much of the brow pencil, because I was going to set it anyway, so just making it nice and crisp and dark. Then I ran just a little brush through it just so there weren't any incredibly harsh lines. Then I took a little bit of makeup remover and I just swept it gently across the edge of the liner just so I made sure that it was nice and clean. That's why it didn't really matter if you messed up a little bit or if it just looked a little smudgy. You could always clean it up later. That's what I did. And then I just took a little bit more of the gel liner just to fill in any of the little thin spaces that happened after cleaning it up. So once the eyes are done, I'm taking the BB cream from Garnier and I'm applying it all over my face in a wonderful tribal pattern, apparently. And then I just buff that into my skin. You can obviously use a primer if you want, but I just was not in the mood for it, I guess. You can also use concealer and do the whole full thing, but I wasn't down for that. Then using my favorite setting powder and the fluffy brush, I'm just setting the BB cream. And instead of using my usual contour blush, I used a matte bronzer and a contour brush and just kind of applied it into my cheekbones, a little bit on my cheeks, just to get that, hey, I was standing by fire look. So you can add as much as you want. I was just kind of doing the lighter version, like I'm standing next to a toasty fire. Then I took this Avon lip gloss that's pretty old, so I don't know if they even make it, but it had a nice gold tint to it, so I thought that it would be appropriate for this look, and it made more of the focus go towards the eyes. So once you're done, you can take down your bangs and adjust your hair accordingly. Mine was just deciding to be all flippy and curly, and I just fixed it, moved it around, and then I just creepily modeled at the camera. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!